Hey, Beef. And hey, viewers. Oh, hey, Sig. You two better not fight in here. Swear to God, I'll eat you both. I will vor my animals on stream. It will be absurd. Oh. Now Sigma's sleeping on the, box of my new PC tower. Alright, Leaf, you're chilling with me tonight. Hey, viewers. How you doing? Remember, I'm going to drop some sage advice. In this world, be a bubub and not a Cammy. As in, play good games and not bad ones. Moving on. Hey, Cammy, how you doing? Sorry to just call you out on stream. Alright. You can also be a spaghetti. You can be a spaghetti. Now Leaf wants to go out again. God damn it. They're having fun. Cool, so. Whoa. Alright. You know, I still haven't actually gotten around to playing this demo. I sit here talking about how hyped I am for it, and I still haven't touched the demo yet. I keep meaning to play it with Casey, and then things keep coming up and we don't do it. But we did have a wonderful date the other night. We watched Tangled. And we also watched Tangled, the animated series. Also, Grandy is good. You should buy it. Do you mind if I refriend you? Did you unfriend me? Or did I might have... I think I culled my friends list a bit. Here, if anyone wants to add me, just go for it. I'll leave this up for a little bit. I've got the catch chain going for Magnemite, so... we can, get right to it. I have to say, hunting Magnemite was a really annoying experience. I did not care for it. I broke the chain like 3 times because you end up wasting so much time waiting for it to sit still for you to throw a ball at it. But then that's time that counts against it when it comes to leaving. So, shit. It's not fun. Nothing about hunting this Magnemite was fun. And if another shiny pops up and I break the chain, we're just not going to bother with it. Because I'm not hunting more Magnemites. Alright, let's jump into it. God willing, we get this thing pretty quick. But Funny Dog wants to talk, so let's do it. Oh, what's up? Oh, I got a lot of friend requests. Look at this, I'm popular. You got Ryan. This feels like an epic dip kind of name. Did I say an epic dip? I meant a beep. Epic dip kind of seems like an epic dip kind of name. Alright. Aw. Where did you find this? We've been in a power plant. We'll take that. For that, you get a berry. Here, have a banana. Funny Dog, you did banana. Bananas are the only fruit I really know for sure that you can give dogs. Because I know, like, apparently grapes are really bad for them, but bananas are fine. I give Kimba bananas all the time. See, because I also feel like we should pop a lure in order to lower the rate, but then I also don't want it to be, like, drowned out by, like, magnetons and stuff. Though really, they're popping up just fine, so... Coffee talk, huh? I don't think I've heard of that one. Of course, this is gonna be the whole stream just dodging Magnemites. Will we break the chain for Shiny Chansey? No. Shiny Chansey, I can chain a lot easier elsewhere. It will be upsetting having to watch it go, but I'm not going to break it for this one. I can just chain like Zubats in like Mountain Moon and go get it. Thank you, Fernando. I might break it for... You see, because we already have a ton of shiny poison types, so I don't really think it would be a great idea to break it for Coughing, but... I don't know. I might break it for Coughing. Because I also haven't used a Wheezing before. Plus, it's a nice color. Plus, I'm having a lot of trouble getting it in Go, so... Generally, things I hunt here are things I have trouble getting in Go. Like, I almost wanted to shiny hunt Magikarp in this, but then I got like 5 shiny Magikarps in 1 week in Go, so... I'll be the hunt today. We just started. Mostly Coughing's popping up now. We had a shitload of Magnemites, and now a shitload of Coughings. But every time I saw, like, people do shiny hunts in, the power plant, this seemed to be the room to do it. There are some spawns up there that I might miss, but if I don't see them, I can't miss them. Yeah, it's kind of like a teal. Coughing's teal, Magnemite's... It's not the exact shade of orange that I used in the thumbnail. But I was having trouble getting the recolor tool to work in paint last night, so I did what I could. I was also having trouble thinking of what would make for a funny thumbnail, because it turns out there's not a whole lot of images of people, you know, touching electric fences that I could put a funny, my face getting shocked on. Because that would probably get me banned from YouTube. So I just grabbed Powerline from the Goofy movie. Yeah, I think it's one of the ones that kind of like changed its color a bit after second gen. Second gen had some really like good shinies. Well, they're just a lot more dramatic because when you're limited to 4 colors, it's gonna look a lot more intense. When you had access to many colors, things got muted. And then when he went at 3D, some of them just got so washed out. If a shiny Magneton popped up, we'd go for that. Got a fun new name for the shiny friend? I do. I'm going to keep it a secret for now, though. But I do have one picked out. I consider just doing a straight-up Chansey hunt, but... The thing about that is, shiny hunting Chansey in this game is really easy. Like, I could go to Mount Moon, chain 30... Not Mount Moon. Well, really, you can go to, like, pretty much any cave, chain something really easy, pop a lure, and then just go up and down ladders. And Chansey's gonna pop up more than pretty much anything else. Like in Diglett's cave, if you pop a lure, Chansey's gonna pop up more than Zubat or Diglett. So no, shiny hunting Chansey's not gonna be an issue, so I'm just not gonna do it. Plus, I got a distinct feeling it's gonna be something I grab and go during this event. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's the shiny I want least from this event, so it's probably the one I'm gonna get. What if it was a shiny Slugma? I would absolutely break any chain for a shiny Slugma. And then proceed to leave it as a Slugma. I think I've talked about this before. Purple's my favorite color and Magcargo's my favorite Pokemon, but I don't really care for Purple Magcargo. Yeah, I like the random encounters, but when it comes to shiny hunting, I really like having them out in the field shiny. That's the main reason I picked up this game, was for the shiny hunting to be easier. I guess I'd also break the chain for a shiny Voltorb. Maybe not an Electabuzz, but a Voltorb, I think I would. Because I've also never used an Electrode in a playthrough before. I don't know, depending on how well this series keeps performing, I might just shiny hunt, I might do like other random shiny hunts, and Cubone's on the list, because I don't see enough of them and go to shiny hunt them. Yeah, shiny Magnemite's kind of a brown gold kind of look. I also bought Ultra Balls just for this occasion. I've been farming money. Would you go for a shiny Zap? No. Because A, shiny Zapdos barely looks any different, and then I think soft resetting for this is boring. If I was going to soft reset, I would just go play like X and Y or something. Soft resetting takes too long, and I don't have the patience for it. I think I've only tried soft resetting for a shiny once, and I got like 30 minutes into it before I got bored and stopped. It's a deeper orangey yellow. It's not a really noticeable shiny. Out of all the legendary birds, it's the one I care for the least shiny. Moltres is the most noticeable, but I think Articuno might just be my favorite, because it looks so nice shiny. I really like the shade of blue they use. And I'm not just saying that because it's the only shiny bird I have in Go. Aren't the shinies in XY impossible too? No, there's certain ones that aren't locked. Are they? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, definitely not Xerneas and Yveltal, but like... Maybe the start... Yeah, I think the starters aren't shiny locked. But there's also... I wouldn't want to do any of the starters in XY anyway. Because I think the only one that I really care about the shiny for is Greninja, and I can hunt that in XY, or at Sun and Moon. The only reason I don't despise shiny locking is because I kind of get that, like, if you're playing Black and White for the first time and they make a big deal out of the legendary Black and White heroes, and then for some reason this legendary Black Dragon of Ideals is green, like, that's kind of weird. At least they take the shiny lock off in later games. Like, if you played Ultra Sun and Moon, you can get a shiny Zekrom. Damn, good job, Jay. What's my least favorite region? Kalos. I'm hesitant to even call Kalos a region. Kalos feels like a bunch of set pieces jammed together with no rhyme or reason besides, okay, we need the swamp area, we need the desert area. Kalos isn't a place that would naturally happen. Kalos basically just feels like if someone just got their hands on essentials and went nuts. I like Hoenn. I don't care for the games, but I like the region itself. I think it's a very nice region. I say, I kind of like all the regions. Kanto's a little boring, I guess. It's very comforting and familiar, but I don't necessarily know if that equates to it being good. I'm not wild about Unova as a region. Not wild about Unova. I hate Kalos. Alola's I guess. Yeah, if we get shiny Magnemite in this stream, we're gonna go hunt Zapdos too. Well, not hunt, we're gonna go get Zapdos. There's also a bunch of Pokemon in the Poke Park that I sent over. I sent over all the Pikachu exclusive Pokemon. Oh, speaking of which, let me show the team real quick, because while I was leveling up some of these guys while I was trying to get the catch chain up, so we have dex entries for these guys now. Yeah, I don't care a ton for the water routes of Hoenn, but I don't know. That's like the last third of the game. I like the land parts of the region enough for me to kind of ignore it. And I just love Sinnoh to death. I fucking adore Sinnoh. And then Johto's really comforting too, even though it's really small. I've noticed that with trying to pace Rose Gold hard, is that there's just really not enough region to really pace it right. So if the story seems like it goes a little quick, sorry. Routes just aren't long enough for it to really seem like things are taking longer. I wouldn't be surprised if they make Let's Go Johto, they either won't include Kanto or they'll sell you Kanto back. Do you think people will speedrun? Probably not. There's so much story to Rose Gold Heart that it's really not conducive to speedrunning, since you just be mashing through text a lot. I'm definitely going to knock down some of the text a bit, because there's a lot of extraneous stuff right now, but it's just the first draft as far as the story goes right now. Take a warping. It's probably possible. But I'm going to test it real to make sure that, like, you don't accidentally, like, oh, you lost against the rival the first time. For some reason, this warps you straight to the credits. Never nabbed the current Let's Go games. The more I play Let's Go, the more I'm glad I didn't spend 60 on it. I like Let's Go as an idea, but as a game, if I wasn't doing this for shiny hunting, I don't think I would like this game very much. The catch rate is fucking abysmal. You just have to grind for money all the time. If I wasn't shiny hunting in this game, I probably wouldn't like it very much. So if they make Let's Go Johto, I do hope they flesh things out a little more. That's okay, Brad, you fake fan. No, I'm joking. You have a good one, man. Well, it's kind of like with Clover, where if you ever cheat, the game recognizes that, and right when you're about to fight the champion, you get thrown in a jail, and that's the ending. For some reason, I thought that was it. I saw the red and orange and sparkles, and I was like, oh, my quest! Shiny Squirrep, jeez. And I know for a fact that game has the full 8,192 chance. I was incredibly unlucky. Clover has some really good ideas, but my god, is it Clover. Like, from a gameplay perspective, like, having, like, a totally new, like, set of Pokemon, it's really cool, and it's fun, like, just going in so totally blind to a regional dex. Like, I haven't done that since, like, 4th gen. But then it's Clover, and... Ugh. I think I also called that shiny too. It was like, I was like, haha, what if I get a shiny? And then next Pokemon I got was a shiny. And all of these things combined have resulted in me adjusting how shinies work in Rose Gold Heart. So A, the shiny rate is higher. I took like 3 numbers between 1 and 8,192, added them, divided them by 3. So the shiny rate's about 1 in 2,420. And you can't encounter shinies until you get your first Pokeballs. Fortunately, that was very easy to do. Rip to James, who was alpha testing Rose Gold Heart, and they got a shiny Pidgey. Pokemon will never stop making new Pokemon because that's how they market. It's the new regions don't really mean a goddamn thing because look at how little they're focusing on Galar, especially in the anime. It's all about the new Pokemon they can sell plushies and cards of. I haven't paid attention to the anime, honestly. Wooloo is probably one of the best designs they could have possibly made because it's make a sheep look cute, and then everyone on the internet goes fucking nuts about it and spends months marketing your game for you. Thoughts on Gigantamax Toxtricity? I've known about it since November. It's alright. It's G. I just don't care about Gigantamaxes, really. I can't get as excited for them as Megas. Because I just know they're not going to be here in 9th gen, and even while they're here, they're just not cool. Like, nice design. I'm sure glad your regular design suffered for it for a gimmick that won't make it to the next gen. Well, Gmax Toxtricities isn't necessarily a birth defect. Because Sunshock, which I think is what its Gmax move is called, it works off of its electric move, so it can still use poison moves to get a special attack buff. And then it can poison or paralyze the foe. So that's pretty cool. You're not setting up electric terrain anymore, but it's fine. There's a few good Gmax moves, like Alchemy's is good. I know there's more. Lapras's is good. Melmetal's is fine. Copperage's is meta-defining, from what I've heard. Sleep tight, Ace. And, like, it's cool that, like, Snom and Frostmoth are the only Pokemon that can go from full HP to 0 HP just from entry hazards with the addition of, Steel Spike, or whatever the fuck its thing is called. Yeah, the limiting of Toxic's distribution is part of why Seismitoad is so good, because it's one of the only Pokemon that can still spread Toxic around. Well, plus it got Power Whip. It's a hard counter to Dracovish. Steel Surge. Why the fuck didn't they call regular one Steel Surge and then call Steel Spike the one that sets a steel version of spikes? Plus, I just hate that all the G-Max moves are just recolor. Well, not all of them, but a lot of the G-Max moves are just recolors of D-Max moves. Like, G-Max Melmetal and Copper Rogers are just recolored G-Max Steel Spike, or Max Steel Spike, or whatever. The meta's whatever, I guess. I haven't kept up as much. I follow Smogon, so I do get some news, and I played some randoms the other day. And I'm surprised at just how good Corbinite ended up being. Corbinite's fucking great. Like, I was sweeping through this dude's team with just my Corviknight, and then I D-maxed, and then he forfeited. Charizard's looks different because they had to give the special boy something for butchering its, G-Max Charizard is a straight-up birth defect. Like, Wildfire is so much worse of a, effect than setting up Sun. I was gonna say, I think Dreadnoughts might be a nerf too, but it's not like anyone was using Dreadnought to begin with. XY might not have the best region, but the legendary... Did we play the same XY? Because Xerneas and Yveltal barely have themes. What else was there? I also didn't really like how the Roly-Coly line panned out. Like, they had something cool going on with it and Carkol, and then it just becomes Galarian Rhyperior. Like, I guess we didn't need just a straight-up train, but anything other than a dumpy coal monster. It's like if Honedge and Doublade were the same, but then it just became Aggron. I don't care much for Reshiram and Zekrom's theme, but that is still a very hot take. XY is just build up to nothing. It's like da na 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 da na na na, and then it just sits there going boop bap boop bap boop bap boop bap boop bap for like a minute before it goes da na 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 again. It's fucking awful. I fucking hate XY. No, I went in knowing the final forms of everything, and I was gonna go Scorbunny before I saw Cinderace. Cinderace ruined that line for me. And Raboot's really bad too. Raboot's probably the worst of them all. I went Grookey Gang once I saw Rillaboom. It's because X and Y just... X and Y feel like $40 tech demos, really. They had a lot of good ideas that just never went anywhere. Do I have Swoosh? Nope. I didn't buy Ultra Sun and Moon, I didn't buy Swish, and I got this used. I know a lot about Sword and Shield because I kept up with everything, so I could actually make informed opinions, but I didn't buy it. Whoa, well, I have a picture that's like three. I think it was three Weezings sitting next to each other. I was like, damn, I could probably chain Weezings. Rillaboom is at least the final design that feels the most like a Pokemon. Cinderace really is just... Raboot and Cinderace are just wearing clothes. And I don't think Inteleon would actually happen in nature. And Drizzyle's disgusting too. But that one's just because it's a bad design. Now, Cinderace is the protag of Summer Wars, or whatever that movie was called. Which just was made by the Digimon guy, from what I understand. I like G-Max Cinderace. I think that's a fun design. I like all the starters G-Maxes, though. Inteleon's made me laugh really hard. Because they straight up gave a Pokemon a gun. I really want Cyber Sleuth, but I want to drop 50 on a game right now. Since I'm already dropping so much money on games right now. He wields a gun. That's good. Gotta name yours Joker. It was 30 in the... Oh, was it? I don't know. That's my issue with my Switchu, if you will. A lot of the games I'd really want to play for it don't tend to go as hard on sale as like they would on the PS4. Like on the PS4, it felt like Tales of Vesperia was like 20 immediately. But for the Switch, I had to wait like an entire year. Yeah, the only games I really want at launch are Animal Crossing and DX. Like, even if even if Final Fantasy VII hadn't been delayed, I would have waited for it just because of DX. I tend to I say Swish if I'm just talking to myself, but if I'm talking to other people, I will say Sword and Shield. I definitely always type out Swoosh. Let me tell you the one that for some reason drives me up the wall is when they abbreviated it as Swoshi. I'm like, everyone knows what you mean by just typing swoosh, and you save more time. And it's one syllable instead of two. Yeah, Sword and Shield performing that well was really disheartening, but whatever. I know the series isn't for me anymore. Oh, the phrase. That one's, yeah, good. Yeah, DX looks like it's gonna play a lot more like Super. And I liked Super. And honestly, I didn't hate Gates' gameplay. I just wish that there was more to do with it, and Super gave me that. Plus, my other big issue with Gates was just there's like a lot of anti-QOL with it. It's just like the text is slow and you can't speed it up. You can't chain dungeons or missions. I am gonna miss the sound design from from Blue Rescue Team. I told you, like, during the stream series, I ended up falling so in love with Blue Rescue Team that, honestly, I'm more willing to put it over Sky at this point. I think I enjoyed Blue Rescue Team more than I enjoyed Sky. And that might just be because I've played Sky so much, and Blue Rescue Team definitely feels like... It's very limited and weird, in a sense. But it's very easy to like kind of abuse because of that, because you're still working with third-gen mechanics. And something about that, along with like each legendary having their own little mini-story, I don't know, it felt really fun. I really love Sky, don't get me wrong, it still is like easily the best story, but I don't know, Blue Rescue Team is... Like, they're both 10 out of 10s. I might just give like the little edge to like a 10.1, a 10.001 this Blue Rescue Team over Sky. I just can't wait to see what the extra stuff is gonna be in DX, like story wise. Like we know we're probably gonna have a vignette with like Lucario, probably something with Megas. I doubt it's gonna be anything with like Sword and Shield, though it would be a really easy thing to do. Like I don't figure Zacian and Zamazenta are gonna show up, but who knows? We might get something fun. Maybe a little something to tie it into Gates or shit, Explorers or Super. Probably Explorers if they're gonna just remake them, but I also don't want that to be the thing where they just remake popular old entries. Except Gates. If they remade Gates and gave it the QOL it desperately needed, I would love that. Gates being fully realized would be fantastic. I don't see Grovyle being put in. Super kind of already milked the, haha, look, these are the old nostalgic partners angle. Kamakuchi put in a rescue team from your Pokemon teams from your streams. What? Like the Pokemon teams that I've already used, I would put in my rescue team? I'd just make something new. I don't really like digging into the nostalgia factor. Like, really early into Alpha Rose Gold Heart, when you could still choose between 3 starters, I would have your rivals team, based on that, become one of my teams from either Crystal, Emerald, or Blue Rescue Team. But I dropped that angle really quickly because I don't want to just rely on it being nostalgia. I just love this art style so much. It's so good. It's like a little storybook, and I'm always here for that. I like those kind of art styles because not a whole lot of games like really go. Not a whole lot of games really go whole hog into it. Like, what do we have? Like Kingdom Hearts, and those are some of the worst stages in the games. Or in the case of 3, where it was like 2 seconds of gameplay. No, once I'm interested in a game, I don't watch trailers anymore. I don't feel like being spoiled. Only I'd like to go into them as blind as possible. Because I already know I'm going to buy it, so I might as well find out some things for myself. How do you think Megas are going to be integrated? I think, like I said, I think it's going to be a post-game vignette. Like, they were like, oh, wow, we found Mega Stones, and then introduce, like, a big, like, boss for it, and then, like, you could get, like, items for it. Like, finding Mega Stones out in the wild. Kind of like the Awakening Emera from... Was it Awakening from Super? Whatever one lets you Mega Evolve temporarily. 3 had Pooh, but it was just really short. Which, honestly, blessed, because it fucking sucked, but... It's just more of... It's hard for me to tell, because, like, no matter what, there's no way Winnie the Pooh can make me happy in Kingdom Hearts. It's either too long and I never do it, like in 1 and 2, or it's barely there in 3 and I just assumed that they rushed it. Well, Animal Crossing, I know what I'm getting into, so there's no point in watching trailers for me knowing I'm just going to be able to play around on a deserted island with my friends and make cool houses. The real question for everyone, are you getting Animal Crossing physically or digitally? I'm getting it digitally because I feel like I'll play it a lot more if I don't have to get up and take the cart out of my Switch every time I want to play it. Knowing that I can just check in like a little app every day, I'm probably way more likely to play it. I'm not like amazingly into digital games. Like I'll buy them if there's no other option usually, but I don't tend to bite on digitally immediately. The only one I've done that for, I think, this gen was 3 Houses, where I wanted to play it right at midnight, so I could help Sages out with the LP that never came to be. But it's not like I mind, because 3 houses is still expensive, and I don't ever think I'm going to resell it, because I really like it. So 3 houses, very good. Very glad I bought that digitally. It was worth paying. It was worth it to have it right when I wanted it. What kind of food did you get, Cammy? Because of Switch space, probably get a physical copy. You can get really big SD cards for pretty cheap nowadays. Like, I've got a 128 gig in my Switch right now, and that was 20 bucks. And I think I saw it for 15, like, last week. I think 256 is starting to enter the realm of, like, $25. Pork chops, that sounds amazing. I had steak and rice. What I do is I make rice, then I slice up some steak, put some Worcestershire sauce on it, and a bunch of different spices, and let that cook until all the rice is done. And by that point, the Worcestershire sauce and all that have like reduced into like a nice thick sauce that sticks to the rice really well. So you have really tasty, tender steak slices on top of very spicy, yummy rice. You just don't want to go. That's valid. It's easy enough to transfer all the stuff from it. You need like 5 minutes and a laptop. It's actually a lot bigger than I would have expected for New Horizons. Old Bay wings are fucking great. They're my favorite. I love them so much. Every time I go out to get wings, I hell, boneless or traditional, I always get Old Bay wings. And I made Old Bay wings the other night. I have a picture I can actually upload to Discord. They don't look amazing. They're baked, so they're not like aesthetically pleasing. Making wings, it was my first time, and I didn't do an amazing job. Like, I ended up having to cook them longer because the recipe lied to me, but they tasted fantastic. I'm gonna use that one to try buffalo wings, because I got a buffalo sauce for $1 at the local dollar store, and it's really good. Yo, this butter melted shit! I don't know why I was so surprised that the butter melted that quickly. But it's like, I put it on the heat, and then I turned around, and I came back, and it was just a big pile of melted butter. I'm like, whoa, that was fast. Magnemite, do you want to shine for me? But in a more shiny way than that. At least I'm glad the spawn right here seems to be pretty good. Like, they're popping up pretty quick and frequently. That's not always the case. As these Magnemites burst from the solid dirt. Not sure else what I want. The minigame from 2 is way better. From Yokai Watch 2 is way better than 3. 3, I don't care much for. I didn't bother with Remy's Kitchen just because I thought it was so unfun. And at least 2, it ends in like a minute. Yokai Watch 2, like the food minigame ends in like a minute. But I'm not really sure what else I'm probably gonna get this year. I don't think there's any like big like $60 releases I'll probably get after this. Unless there's a Nintendo Direct that's like, hey, this. And I'd be like, ah, this. I think the next thing I'm probably going to get is Death Stranding, but... Because I know that's probably going to be 20 in no kind of time. I thought it would be 20 by now, but it's holding out pretty well, actually. But I've got a lot to play right now, so it's not like I can't wait another few months. Same with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I feel like that one's going to tank in price really fast. Because I feel like a ton of people are going to buy it, and then... Because I doubt a lot of, like, the people who are really going to buy it are going to, like, buy it and think, like... They're going to think, like, oh, shit, I'm getting all the Final Fantasy VII's being remade because there's no Part 1 anywhere. And they're like, what? That was just Midgar? That's stupid! And they're all going to trade it back in. So, FF7R is probably going to be 20 bucks, like, a week after it comes out. I had to get Yokai Watch 3 digitally, because I think I came into it like 2 months later, just because I didn't know if I wanted it right away, so I didn't buy it physically. But by the time I was looking for it physically, it was like $80. I'm like, well, shit. I was wondering if I could interact with this, like electrocute, just put Eevee into it and electrocute Eevee and get a Jolteon. You know what my local GameStop has copies of? Nothing. I went in there the other day to look for some amiibos, because I remember them having a really big amiibo shelf. And I go into that GameStop, and there is, for like half the store is like plushies and Funko Pops and all that, and I knew that was happening. So I went to their Switch section, and no joke, there were probably like 6 games there. Multiple copies of those 6 games, but like not much else. Then I went to their PS4 section, because I remember that used to be really big. And barely, like, 1 copy of like any game, none of them in the original box. All very overpriced and barely anything there. And it was the same for like everything. It was really sad to be in there. And I don't think that my local one's doing too well, because the cashier kept trying really, really hard while I was looking at the Switch games to get me to pre-order Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And A, that wasn't happening. I'm not going to give GameStop money for anything but amiibos, which A, they only had a couple Animal Crossing ones. And then B, I'm not spending $60 on Kakarot when I know that's going to be $20 next week too. I remember my college town one having a really good selection, but this one used to have a really good selection as late as last year. I remember going there in like 2018. Well, it's not last year anymore, but going there in 2018 to look for a copy of Awakening, Fire Emblem Awakening, and the place was fucking packed with stuff. And no, not a single Smash Bros. Amiibo. Literally, they had 3 amiibos. It was like a Resetti, a Cyrus, and a Digby, I think, and that was it. That was all the store had. But nowhere around here sells amiibos anymore. Like, I think the biggest selection I know is the Best Buy around here. And it's weird, because I remember thinking no one should go into Best Buy to buy video games. But now it's like the only good option for video game stuff around here. Because all the GameStops suck, the Walmart is scary to go into, and Target is overpriced. For video game stuff. I don't think I've ever seen a Shovel Knight amiibo in person. I bought the Callie and Marie amiibos in 2016, and then I was pressured to do so. I bought the 2-pack for $25, and then after I was freed from that relationship, I sold Splatoon for more money than I got it for, and I sold the Callie and Marie amiibos for $25 each. So, really, I'm actually kind of glad I bought it, because I made a neat profit on everything. Hey, Matthias, how you doing? Is it Matthias or Matthias? I feel like I've asked this already. Or would you just prefer Matt? First one, now I forgot which one I said first. What else? So my Smash Bros fans, okay, cool, gotcha. My Smash Bros fans, what are we thinking about Byleth? I'm not wild about them. I thought they were gonna be a lot more fun, but I don't know. It feels like, you know what my main issue with them? I feel like I would like them more if their front smash was using the sword of the creator like a whip, instead of just using Arid Bar. And then their side B doesn't ever feel satisfying to connect with. Oh, I was probably the most excited for them out of all of what got announced besides Hero, but I don't know. I think I've gotten all the joy I would out of Byleth. Though I will take solace in knowing that's probably the moveset they would have given to a Monster Hunter. So at least I can say Byleth is my Monster Hunter rep. Yeah, I wasn't even sure how to build a Byleth in Three Houses. Like, I had like the Enlightened One thing, and then I went to Mortal Savant, and then someone told me that Enlightened One was just a better Mortal Savant. I'm like, is it? But it's whatever. I beat the game anyway. Yeah, I really like Terry and Hero. Terry's probably my favorite character out of the whole pack, and I was really surprised about that. He is so fun to play. Uh, I liked Banjo way more than I thought, and I didn't like Joker as much as I thought I would. Byleth just kind of feels like if Ike and Ganondorf had a baby. Hey, Yarn! What about my furry tiger boy? I really liked Incineroar. He didn't end up becoming my main because his recovery is a little hard to like finagle with. Yeah, I heard Black Eagles was a really bad choice to go for a first run. Which is weird because it feels like the game is pushing you really hard to play Black Eagles first. But I went Golden Deer just because I wanted to fucking ruin Claude, like sexually. And then the more I went into it, the more I got scared of Claude. Like he felt like he'd be like an abusive boyfriend, and I was kind of regretting my choice. But I just loved the group as a whole anyway. So my three houses, pals. Who did you S rank in the end? I married Leone. Though Leone ended up not really performing too well on my squad. Like Leone and Ignatz were kind of like dragging behind in the end. I really thought Edelgard would have been the three houses rep. I'm surprised they went with Byleth. I'm glad they did because they could use all three of the Protag's relics, but I really thought they were just gonna bite with straight up Edelgard. And that seems like a popular one. I've never played Blue Houses, so to me she just kind of looks like a baby. So I don't really know much about anyone's backstory that isn't in the Golden Deer besides Bernadetta and Felix, because those two are the only two I managed to recruit. What the fuck? Alright. Gotta replug in the fucking thing. What, is it connecting again? Nope. Alright, hold up. I don't know what's going on. Alright, are you connected? No signal. What's the issue there, big boy? All that's connected. Replug in everything. I think this capture card's just on the way out, really. It's a few years old. I'm probably going to need to replace it soon. Alright, let's configure that. No signal, huh? We'll see about that. Okay. Let's see if that panned out. Yeah, I paused on the game. I ran into a Magnemite, but I paused it to make sure nothing actually happened. One moment, please. You gonna let me in, or do I need to do something else? I really don't want to buy a new capture card. Those are expensive. Come on. Alright, I think I just need to unplug and replug it again. I wonder if it's an issue with the Switch, because I don't think that started happening until, like, the Dragon Quest Builders playthrough. Sure wouldn't like that to be the thing. Maybe if I move it up here, like if there's less pull on it. That could be a concern. Still one moment, please. Boom. This ought to be the one. Okay. Still got a lot of people in here. That's not what usually happens when this happens. Shit, do I need to just reset this entirely? I might just have to... Oh, hold up. Have we a miracle? Okay. And then we go back here. Hit OK. Oh, I think we got it. I do believe... Yep, we got it. Rad. Alright, back to the fun. Of sitting here waiting for a shiny to pop up. My stands give me power. Through you, anything is possible, viewers. Of course, that means I'm just gonna have to fucking buy a new capture card, and I really don't want to do that. That's expensive. I got a lot of life out of this one, though. Plus, this one was free. Sages gave me this after my PVR shout-out. So, this thing's probably really old, too. So the fact that I'm getting any life out of this is impressive to begin with. But it did help when I moved it up, so I guess just where it was might not have been a good thing. We shall see. All right, Gabe, you want to give me a shiny to embrace the fact that we've beaten it? So we want to drop a lore real quick to see if maybe something like really cool will pop up. We got plenty. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. The way I'm going to make this work, well, we have the, Sigma's very cute, he's just an asshole. Are you just going to complain every time I come in here, Eevee? Yeah, I get it, there's a big fucking bird in here. Birds are cool, get used to it. I don't think I would sell my bathwater. Because it's more alarming that people could just have my skin flakes in some water and do anything with it. I don't even know what you would do. What would you do with comic bathwater? You'd have to make hot dogs in it. Plus, a lot of my viewers are like under 18. If I sold bathwater to them, it'd be weird. I'd buy it and give it to my brother. Here's a vial of comics' own bathwater. I feel like I'd have to take a shower first and then get in the bath, so then you're just getting mildly wet. Or just mildly comic-flavored water. I don't know, I wouldn't drink anything that my butt had been in. spoil my old Bayo. Ew. That's so gross. Are you heading off, Cammy? Have a good one. Make cup noodles in it. More like cock noodles, Lamau. I didn't figure Voltorb would have jumped that high. I don't care much for that. It's almost like Joltik with how high it jumps. Well, we have a lure live, so we'll see what kind of fun thing we can get out of it. Maybe we'll even get a Magneton out of it, who knows? Oh my god, there's so many of them. It'd be cool just to jump straight to a shiny Magneton. Though at that point I would be really worried about actually managing to catch it. Comic, you get another cat pic? All I do with my spare time is take pictures of my cat. I think I took a good picture of Sigma the other day. Because I'm trying to look at my camera while avoiding all these fucking Magnemites. Look at all this, especially with all the auras. I'm trying very hard to see if I've taken a good picture of Sigma. No, the last picture I took was of my old Bay Wings. Wow. I haven't taken a picture in a while. Sigma sits on the fridge, and sometimes I don't notice him when he's up there, and I'll go to reach a soda, and he'll just, like, lean down, and he's like, what you doing in there? Like, he'll, like, lean down and, like, sniff my hand while I reach for a soda, and I'll scream because I didn't realize he was up there. To which you probably say, Comic, how do you not notice an orange cat sitting there? And I'm like, when I want my soda, I get very tunnel visioned. Oh! There it is, shiny Magnemite! Damn, that was a really good idea. Alright, now we get, that one has the Ultra Balls already. Okay, get the Ultra Ball. Yeah, this one's probably going to run because I don't actually know how to throw with this. I've been using it in handheld mode. Okay. Alright, just used 6 Ultra Balls. Rad! I think that might be our shortest hunt yet. Rad, dude, we got a Magnemite! Cool! Awesome, cool, and good. That was way quicker than I thought it would be. Nice-oo, nice-oo, nice-oo! I think coughing took quicker, but we also have to include the setup that took. Also, check your DMs. Okay, I will check my DMs. From Gray. Aw, cats. It's the dual cat that I thought was one two-headed cat. What if it's... If I saw if someone sent me a pic of their feet in my DMs, I would unfriend them immediately. Bold. That's... No, that one's pretty good, actually. Bold's a pretty good nature. Alright, well, time to rename it. I told you I had a name ready for this one, so... Oh yeah, save. But first, this thing is kind of like a golden brown, and it uses, what was it, metal noise or whatever, and screech and stuff. So I figured it's the brown note, like the tone that, like, when you hear it, you shit yourself immediately. So its name is now Brown Note. I don't know. I came up with it last night. Like, I was just thinking of the Brown Note, and I'm like, all right, that'd be a fun name for it. Now we can get rid of all these other Magnemites. Perfect. And now we have a Magnemite candy to give our Magnemite. God damn it, comic. What? You don't like Brown Note? It's good. He's Brown Note. It's funny because you poop. Alright, so we're gonna put Kingler away now, because we don't really need it. We are going to put Brown Note into the party, because now we have to go beat Zapdos. But first, we're gonna save. Rad, that is ours forever. Comic, shut up. It's funny! It's the Brown Note. I think it's a really funny name for a concept. You see, I hadn't tapped this because I thought it was going to be a Voltorb the entire time. Oh, Electabuzz, what are you going to do? What do you have to say, dear ma'am? Oh, I didn't mean to immediately fight you. Can we see Brown Note? Yes! Let's put Brown Note out after we fight Mabel here from Gravity Falls. This is... I don't even know if Australia can handle this. Oh my god, it's level 44. Under the ground I go. Do not call me, please. I'm in the middle of a stream. Oh god, it's living. Shut up, father. Ho! Under the sea. Under the sea. If you call me, it's gonna make a brown note. Yeah, I don't feel like we're supposed to be here right now. Kabutops, huh? Really wish I had some better Mons out here. Alright, it's time for Brown Note's first battle. Oh god, look at how pretty it is. Alright, how well do we think it can do? Here, let's hit it with the Brown Note. Alright. Let's go for a T-Bolt up front. Aqua Jet's not so bad. Nice. Is it just gonna keep using Aqua Jet? Because I can handle that. No, it's a good name, Yarn. You just don't appreciate genius. You just don't get it. Alright, it's time for my ultimate plan. How's it feel to be wrong? I wouldn't know. Actually, let's use that Eevee partner move. Funny dog support. Can we cancel comic again? Y'all are just cowards. That was a crit, huh? Well, it's time to make this even better, because my special attack is shit. I looked up the brown note last night to see if it actually existed, and it's theoretically possible, but no scientist has been able to recreate it. All they had to do was play Let's Go Eevee. Yeah, it's theoretically possible, but it's never been able to have been recreated, so... I love how slow Melmetal is, the fact that... that Aerodactyl is paralyzed, and I really just kind of wasted my time and could have kept going with the T-Shocks immediately. Oh! I'm gonna give my baby some juice. Here, drink up. I'm gonna post that on Twitter, and Casey's gonna respond to it with, comic what the fuck. I think using the brown note would technically be biological warfare. Well, no. You're just weaponizing it. You're not throwing shit at the opponents, you're just making them shit themselves. Alright, viewers, it's time to see, is the brown note a violation of the Geneva Convention? You see, you said yummy juice, and I didn't realize you were talking about the potions, and I thought you were talking about the results of the brown note, and that's not okay. I'm gonna try it on you. I would gladly test to be a test subject for the brown note. Both you and you are giving yourself a lot of credit for something you didn't do. Hey. I do not have a scat kink. I think that's disgusting, but it would kind of be a funny thing to see it happen. That's what I don't even get. Like, I just think that one's foul. Alright, so now we can post this. I do think that was the quick, like, no, maybe not the quickest hunt, but... Perfect. Now people are just gonna see that and be like, what the fuck? Alright, it's time to use some of these hyper potions. Well, I don't feel like we should use the hyper potions yet. Medicine pocket, super potion. We're gonna use the super potion on brown note. Because I feel like that's gonna be the best counter we have to Zapdos. And pop some Magnemite candy in our baby. It's true, sorry. Well, no, I'm not going to apologize for having a very easy time with the hunt. Cool, this makes up for how awful of a time I've been having trying to get one and go. I found a lot of Magnemites, but man, I've had no luck actually getting to get a shiny one. What do you mean, lazy? Oh, lazy, I'm gonna send you a picture on Twitter. Or rather, on Discord. Check out what came in the mail today. Alright, let's get it to 1:30 and then we'll call it. It's not like I'm using these smart candies on anyone else. Cool. Now to check. More details. Points needed to level up. Alright, I'm gonna get this thing a rare candy just so we can have, I responded accordingly. I'm gonna bet like $5 it's the eyes emoji. Yep! It's the shaking eyes emoji. So let's get this thing evolved. Yeah, I didn't figure it, Hanya. You're good. It's evolving! You brown note! The brown note slaps. Generates strange radio signals that makes your internal temperature. I'm having too much fun with this. I sure am. I can't make it forget Screech. It's the brown note. We can set up light screen with Glitzy Glow or whatever it's called. It's alright. I know it's not mature or whatever, but it's funny. I think this is hilarious. I haven't made just like a really shitty, like I haven't named a Pokemon like Dick in years. I think once me and my pal got drunk and we started playing Pokemon Blue, and we like named our rival like Herpes or something. I think it's the last time I've really like done anything really stupid. Some of these are Voltorbs, I know, and I don't want to ruin my catch chain. Because I can still carry this onto the next hunt. I can just run away, you know? Well, hey, we made back the rare candy we used. Yeah, whatever. I can just run away from it. Oh, it's just an X special defense. Well, no, we're gonna ruin the catch chain with Zapdos anyway, so it's not like it matters. Yeah, well now I have Thunder whenever I want it. Oh, is that how you tell that it's Voltorb now? That's silly. Boom! And then you're not alive anymore. Oh, there are straight up electrodes now. Well, shouldn't it be more like the gold note then? Catch time, 5 minutes. Oh, you have a time limit on how long you can take to beat this thing? Weird. I didn't know. Well, plus, the way I have this set up, some of the info isn't shown on my TV screen. Like, I need to go back and fix that, but... No, thanks. I don't really want it. I can always hunt it later, with a shiny chance. It'd be kind of cool to shiny hunt Electrode. I'm not going to be too pressed about it, though, so... Boy, what happened to the power plant? Was it ever explained in the lore of what the diddly dang heck happened? Yeah, peace out, Yarn. Hope you enjoy your farming game.
Oh my god, it is Zapdos.
I'm gonna ignore it for now, though. And convert ourselves into data. There are more items I wanted to grab, and it would be faster than walking out. Zapdos blew the circuit. Well, my big thing is, why did the power plant get so much smaller in 2nd gen? I guess they just took out all the shit they didn't need. Would make sense. Viewers, if you date someone, don't ruin their life. That's my best life advice to give to all you young, impressionable children out there. If you date someone, give them a hug. Kiss their face when they're ready for it. I was gonna say something like kiss their toes, and I'm like, maybe not. If you're into that. If you're both into that. I'm gonna stop. Thunderstone. I forget, what evolves with the Thunderstone? It's like Pikachu and Eevee. Are they the only two that evolve with Thunder? No, there's gotta be one other thing. Right? I know I'm forgetting something. It must be. I don't know why I can't think of it on the top of my head. Okay, let's use the Medicine. Not in 1st gen, you're not. Cool. It's interesting that both of the starters of this game are Thunderstone Evos. Actually, there's one other thing I want to do real quick. Not what I wanted. I was kind of hoping Melmetal could learn something, but it doesn't look like it. Well, I'd rather have it no Thunderbolt over Thunder Shock. Give it something. Yeah, definitely gonna save before we battle. Alright, Team Instinct? No. I'm Valor. And it needs one kind of physical move. It can have Brick Break for now. Melmetal can have little at Brick Break. No, and most of the Valor players around here are dickweeds, so I don't really care for... Or Instinct players are dickweeds around here, so I don't really care much for them. We got a couple nice ones, so for the most part, I don't want them too much. Get ready to shit yourself, Zapdos, because I've got the note that'll make you tingle your scrot. Zapdos' stats rose. What? Is it a totem Zapdos? Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to handle this. Oh, that is level 50 with increased stats. Maybe I can burn it or something. Maybe I can burn it or something. Oh! Oh, we're not beating this thing yet. Oh, brown note. Maybe Doug Trio can handle it. It's got Slash. If I'd use Screech, I could really hit it with a brown note. Really thought I was gonna handle that one better. didn't figure its stats were gonna rise was the big thing. I'm gonna send in Australia, and if I can't outpace it, then I'm just gonna run after it KOs this. Right, alright, we're splitting. Oh, hold up. It's okay, Australia, you can do this. Oh, you're really our best shot, buddy. Come on! Tough it out one more time, you can do it. No, Australia. Alright, War Turtle. Your sacrifice won't be in vain. Because I've got the best idea possible. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Brown Note, you can do this. Scream! Live, Brown Note, live! Well, that didn't work. Alright, we lost. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, I forgot I could bring in player 2. Shit. Meltan is dead. Charizard can't do shit. Charizard's not going to be able to handle it. We just have to rely on it doing a thing that it probably can't do. Thunder! Oh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Good thing I saved. I saved, right? I saved, right? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring Brown Note in to begin with and start just screaming. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna scream as hard as we can. And then we're gonna hope that, Doug Trio can finish it off. Or I could also just bring in my other dudes. Because I don't know if my other dudes can even do it. Let's just take a look. At the very least, we can get rid of, we don't need Meltan. War Turtle's not doing anything. Maybe Mataquith, but then I'll just use, like, Drill Pack. Chroma can't do shit. Ava, maybe? Point being, we have physical attackers. I'm not going to bring the second person in. I feel like we can do this solo. And now that we have all this extra time, well, healing doesn't matter at all either. Why didn't I bring in Funny Dog? Okay. We should be able to survive at least one attack. If it wastes time setting up light screen again, that means we get an extra turn to Screech. Unless it gets a crit, which is entirely possible. It's Zapdos! Ah! Okay. Now to use our next Pokemon, which will be Ava. Shiny Zapdos hunting? Hell no! If Zapdos' shiny was better, I'd consider it, but no. Cool. That's a nice chunk of HP that you just lost. Now, don't one-shot me. Oh. Oh! Nice. We win. See, I told you we could do it! No, Zapdos is just very slightly differently orange. See? Easy. We just had to know what we were getting into to begin with. Fuck, I gotta bring the second trainer in, come on. Let's see if we can even bother getting this. Yeah, Jolteon's is pretty ugly, too. Oh, what, you attacked right again? That's bull. No, if I like a legendary, I'll use it. I don't care about made-up rules from the playground. Stay in the ball. It's always with the 2 shakes in it. Do I have to beat it every time I want to try to catch it? Okay, that's not at all what I wanted, game. Yes, god damn it. Oh no, I don't want that at all. At least I can hit consistent excellence. Hey, not bad! It was an aura that prevented you using a berry. Interesting. Cool. Zapdos, you are so strong. I love you. Get out of here, friendly trainer. Ah. Well, now we can take a look at our Zapdos and see if it's worth keeping. Check summary. Serious. Whatever, it's not like it matters. Good job, Doug Trio. I'm never using you again. Oh, who knows? I might. I think I might owe it for saving my bacon. I am inside of a wheezing. Oh, what? You can't fly on it? That's useless! No! I brought it out because I thought we could fly on it. That's so sad. This is cool. The other one wasn't. Ah, that's such a bummer. Funny dog wants to beat the shit out of me. Alright, now I didn't actually check where the next thing I wanted to hunt can be found, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Comic has joined I am Weezer. Alright, let's see where this next boy can be found. Because it's going to cover some types that we don't have yet. Game data. Let's go Eevee, routes 18, 19, and 21. Alright, so I guess we're going to Fuchsia. Comic Weezer. The comic has joined Weezer. What are we hunting now? You'll see. Once we start catching them. I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds then. Of course, it means I gotta get Brown Note out of the squad so it doesn't get too over-leveled. Which means let's get everyone out of the squad that, serious dog to pair with funny dog. Alright, Actually, before we do any of that, now that we're in Fuchsia, I'm gonna catch a bunch of Pokemon from the Go Park to, so I can at least start leveling them up and evolving them. Because, also with this, I'm going to max out the dex, so I might as well get my boys leveled up while I'm hunting. Alright, so let's open the box. And inside that box is another box. Remove from party. Everything except Australia, because I am now very emotionally attached to Australia 4K. And that one's gonna be... That one's my man. I'm Leon. Look at me, I'm trash. I love a Charizard. Oh, wait, no. No, I can't do this on stream again. I'll dox myself. Shit. I should have done that while I was in there. Where I gotta transfer shiny Bulbas? I did transfer a shiny Squirtle. I don't know. I guess I'll go in and I'll just, what do you do that doxes you? It says where you caught the Pokemon, and I don't want to announce the area where I play Go the most. And I don't want to deal with YouTube's editor again, because that takes forever to fucking work. Look, these are all the Pokemon I brought over. A lot of these are exclusive to Pikachu, like Grimer, Scyther, Oddish, Sandshrew, Mankey, and Growlithe. This is a shiny Squirtle. And I just brought over this because I can't bring it to myself to transfer any Alolan Vulpixes, and I have a lot of them in Go now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch a couple of these, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to kill the stream's, oh fuck, that is going to take forever. Alright, I think I'm just going to capture one or two of these. Oh, because, yeah, this is going to take forever. I didn't realize that this was going to be such a pain. Stay in the ball. I don't want to have to try to get you again. Nice. So that one, I think we have a Firestone that we can just evolve it straight up with. But you can't get these in Let's Go Eevee, so... Is this Satan? Yeah, it's CP with 666. What other one should I do? You know what? I have a better idea. I'm stupid. Why didn't I just do this? I can simply edit the scene. So now you just shouldn't be able to see what's on top. Why didn't I just do this to begin with? Let's see. Yes, it doesn't show up. Why didn't I just do that? Cool. We can catch all these just fine. Excellent. Oh, come on, Bubby. That was an excellent throw. You wasted my time. Yes, we're gonna catch... Well, now that I know I can just hide the place I caught this from, I'm just gonna catch all these right now. Just don't forget to put it back. Yeah, I can see it on the screen right now, so... It's a pretty quick reminder to bring it back. Or I'm stuck way back in the video. If you're right where I got the Zapdos, you're probably like a few minutes behind. I don't think I'm that far ahead. Its body is dry. It might die. Let's catch the shiny Squirtle next. This one only has 12 CP. See, look at how barely different it looks. And I caught more of these than, like, anything else. I think this was... No. The most prolific shiny community I had was Turtwig Day. So me and Turtles do really well when they're shining. I've got, like, 11 shiny Squirtles and I think, like, 13 shiny Turtwigs. All from the 3 hours that you caught them in. Well, I also did really well with Larvitar Day. I think I caught a lot of those. No, I caught 4 of those. Never mind. It was right after you discovered you couldn't fly exit. Yeah, you were only a few minutes behind. See, because shiny Squirtle is stupid, but at least shiny Blastoise looks different.
Oh.
It's like what the farther up it gets, the more purple it gets, so at least that's better. I only had 1 of these around, so I'm glad I could transfer it. Though I have plenty of Alolan Grimer, so I could have just sent that if I really needed to. I'm very specifically attached to this Charizard and this Charizard only, because I felt bad for it. And now it's been on the squad, and it's all powerful, and I fly on its back. I love this Charizard specifically. Every other Charizard could shut the fuck up. And Pokemon really goes against everything because I want to be able to love this thing, but if I brought it over to Sword and Shield, like, it wouldn't get the G-Max factor, so I can't even enjoy, like, the cool feature they give it. But what if I'm a Charizard? You're okay. I won't use Stealth Rock on you. Yeah, we get it. Why didn't you just say it grew to level 9? Booble. Blah. Even weed won't grow in its path. Let's go for Oddish next. I might just leave the Alolans in here for now because it's not like I really need them. I was not bringing over my shiny Charizard. I didn't get anywhere near enough shiny Charmanders for me to do that. Especially my one shiny Charizard, that she's like, I put a lot into her. Never mind, that's the other Charizard that I'm emotionally attached to. Beat a lot of good Fire Weak raids with her. I was considering maybe getting Sword and Shield used like half a year down the line, but no. When I heard that you couldn't mass transfer eggs, it's like, well, I just have to sit there and release everything. So, probably not going to do that. Cool. It always gets to 3 shakes with these mons, I swear, which is weird because in Go, if a ball shakes 3 times, you've caught the Pokemon. Like, the 3rd shake is just a formality. I could probably direct you to Casey, though, if you want to do raids with people. That's something I could have done when Casey was down, like, do, like, raid streams with... Why didn't I do that? Oh, it's because my laptop wasn't here. I left it up in New Jersey. That's why. Never mind. Got mailed back towards the end. Well, at that point, I was less concerned with YouTube and more concerned about spending the week I had with Casey. Was more concerned about spending time with my significant other I see like once a year than I was with people enjoying a fun stream. Raid Shadow if Raid Shadow Legend wants to give me money, they can give me money. I would chill so hard for that raid money. What, they said it was like $7,000 per like thing? You better fucking believe I would chill as hard as I fucking could for that. You may say, comic, you're being a sellout. I'm like, $7,000 is some real sellout money for a guy who has a part-time job. Selling out is just people complaining about shit they have no idea. 4,000, 7,000, that's a lot more money than I have right now. Well, no, it's not. But it's very good money. It would be saying I enjoy a video game, which who knows, it might actually be fun. I've never played it. Me saying I enjoy that, making a good slot, gotcha, get some money, and like they would anyway, and I can move out. Bye-bye. Depends on the size of the channel. They could be 1,000 and I'd still do it. You know how much fucking money that is? $1,000 is like a month at my current job. Imagine a whole month of not working just because you... Well, it still works, you have to put a video together, but... Imagine a whole month of not having to go to work because you got to, talk about a video game. So, what I'm saying is, Raid Shadow Legends. Pay me and I will ensure most of the viewers here will at least try your game. Boy howdy, this one's fighting me. Nice. The only raiding I did today was I did a Tornadus raid and Go. And that one fought the group of us. One guy didn't even get his. Well, he got it on his baby account. his little O, but his main account didn't get it. And the main reason I've been doing it is I needed golden razzes, and I used all my damn golden razzes trying to get it. Cool. I don't have to worry about Scyther anymore because I don't want to use it because I've already got good bugs, and it doesn't become Scizor in this game, so screw it. I feel like an outlier for liking the commies. I like them. I like them, and I love the commies because they remind me of a Dragon Quest design. Like, something about them feel... Well, no, I know exactly what it is because they feel like palette swaps. They feel so Dragon Quest-y. I've loved them since they were, like, first leaked. And the Therians I like too, regardless of how I feel about how Lando T fucked the meta. And Thunderous T I've gotten an even more good love for because I use it a lot in testing Rose Gold Heart because its name is close to the bottom of the list. So, like, when I just need to add a quick Pokemon on my team to test encounters, I use Thunderous T for that. I use Thunderous T, Zekrom, and Bisharp since they were all, like, right there. So, like, I've just... Actually, and yeah, none of those are actually going to be in Rose Gold Heart either. They're just in the game's file, so I've been using them. Cool. So that's all of our Pokemon. So now we can throw those, turn to front desk. Cool. Now I can set that back to normal. Cool, and I didn't even dox myself and have to spend a fucking week struggling with the YouTube editor. The YouTube editor is the worst thing. If you ever have to use it, I am so sorry for you. My god, that was such a pain. And straight up didn't even work. Like, I was just trying to, like, blur some stuff, and it wouldn't do the blurs. And, like, it would take, like, an entire day for it to register that it wouldn't want to do the blurs, so towards the end, I just ended up cutting out stuff. Like, alright, that was a huge waste of my time. Yeah, let's get Mankey in. Yeah, because these are all boys that should evolve pretty soon. So we'll be able to fill up our decks pretty quick. Yeah, there aren't many designs I don't like in 5th gen, besides Pignite. Pokemon obtained 41. I'm actually not doing as good as I thought we were. Though part of it is I'm just ignoring a lot of these small guys. We'll have to do it eventually because I want to fight all the Master Trainers. Doc, do you mean those addresses that were on the screen? Yeah. They better not have been on the screen. I moved those. Ah, fuck. They weren't. Okay, they weren't on the screen. Cool. Alright, I need money. Actually, I need more fucking money. Hold up. We have to go spelunk. Well, no, I've got plenty of Pokeballs. We'll be fine. Well, it's not even where I live. It's just a lot of where I play Go, and I still don't want people knowing where I hang out all the time. Not like I don't trust you guys specifically, but overall... Ah, fuck. What if we all raided your house at once? I would shoot myself in the head. Oh, hey, there's the gold teeth. Aw, thanks. Jesse bit me. We do a raid at comics. If you want to come and help me do raids, that's fine, but I'm not giving you any of my beer in my fridge. There's only 3 bottles left, and I gotta make that count. I guess while I'm here, I can just give those to the warden. He's in this house, right? Yes. Eat up, champ. We have tap water. We have a water filter, but the thing is, you're gonna have to wait for, if everyone gets a cup, you're gonna have to wait for it to filter. It's not like our water is, like, dangerous, it just doesn't taste very good. Oh, damn. A funny dog learned secret technique. That is a very nice TV. A Diglett. Hey! Look at that, we got money. You got any more? I'm gonna come back every day and it's gonna give me a nugget, right? Can we have bathwater? Man, treat yourself is better. Oh, good, because you can't have my beers. Those blue moons are only for people who are eating Old Bay wings. Which is the only time I drink beer. Is when I eat Old Bay wings. We can all go to Lido's and you can all pay for yourself, because I can't afford to feed you all at Lido's. Lido's is expensive enough for like one person to eat at. Oh, let me into the water. We got soda, we got plenty of Diet Coke and a couple Diet Ginger Ales right now. I just gotta avoid the trainers here, right? Where are all the Pokemon? Perfect! So we're going to be shiny hunting Staryu next, because I've never used a Starmie, and Staryu at the very least has a very, very pretty shiny. Lido's is a pizza place. They serve square pizzas and very good boneless wings. We get a buffalo chicken pizza there all the time. Man, stay in your ball. Staryu has a beautiful shiny. Starmie's is mid, but thanks, Commander Battle Droid. It must have worked, because we got that Magnemite earlier in the stream, like in no kind of time. So I'm going to say that you went back in time and gave it to me. How is a buffalo chicken pizza? The only one I know for sure is that it's good at Lido's. It's a lot better. You either have to get it like fresh hot or let it cool down completely, because when it's lukewarm, it's not very good. I like buffalo sauce. Well, of course I like buffalo sauce. I've already said I enjoy buffalo chicken pizza. Bone-in buffalo chicken pizza. Ew. Well, buffalo sauce has good flavor to it. It's got like a little spicy, a little sweet. What else do I really enjoy? Buffalo chicken pizza is really good. The Old Bay wings are really good. I'll fucking attack you if you touch my Old Bay wings, though. Do not touch my Old Bay wings. You can order your own. I'm eating mine. I'm getting them boneless at Lido's. Cool, that's another Dex entry. Ah, feel you, Bree. Peace out. Well, yeah, he's using Franks. Franks is gross. Well, Bree, before you go, maybe you should see Shiny Wartortle. You see, at least that one's way more noticeable. Actually, I really like the shade of purple that's used in Let's Go here. That's way darker than it is in Go. Well, goddamn, everyone's evolving. Cool. Smells incredibly foul. Ew. Catch car, you. I don't know what I just said. Alright, see, party. Because now we can just get rid of Sandslash because we don't need it anymore. Remove from party. Still need to get this one up. Is there nothing else I could do that can start evolving? I guess I can start powering up the Vulpix because I might want to use it, but I also feel like we should Shiny Hunt it, just not use a standard one because it kind of defeats the purpose. So I guess I'll just go back to powering up Melmetal. It's another thing of I'm not really going to use the Melmetal, but I like Melmetal and I want it to be strong. Sometimes I just give extra love to my favorites. Ah, Babstard. God, throwing to the side is fucking awful in this game. That's really not much better in Go, either. Well, I know it's possible to Shiny Hunt the Alolans, but that falls under Soth resetting, and I really don't want to do that. Especially because I just don't care for a lot of the Shiny Alolans. Maybe Meowth, but at that point I'd rather just hunt one and Go. I feel like it would be easier for me. Speaking of Go, I'm going to open that real quick and see what I can find. There's a wild Eevee. I'm going to catch it, name it Mega Buster, and then immediately transfer it. Excellent! Alright, caught that one. I'll see if I can catch this Eevee and Go. And it ran away. Damn. You're still the funniest dog in my heart, Mega Buster. Look at that, we're making a whirlpool. And it worked, because we got a Staryu to pop up from it. You see, we sucked it up from the bottom of the ocean. Oop. Goddamn. It's a good thing money's so easy to get in this game. There's a wild Pineco nearby, but I don't really feel like going out for it. I've already got all the shiny Pinecos I want. Do you want to battle? Probably not in this stream, nah. I don't really have a team that's ready to battle. 3 balls and we split, like always. Magnemite, if one ball didn't work, I just ran because it used up so much time just trying to get that thing to sit still. It's time for another Cyclone. Oh, jeez. That one dragged up a Tentacruel from the depths. As for things that I would break the shiny chain here for, nothing. I like shiny Tentacool a lot, but I don't really care when it becomes cruel. Yeah, if the Alolan would pop up wild, I would do it, but nah. Or if you could transfer from Sun and Moon to here, I might breed for... I would consider breeding for a Vulpix and Sun before I would hunt one here. Because at least with the eggs, I feel like I'm constantly doing something instead of getting no closer just with soft resetting. Or if I was to do it, I would want the shiny charm and not have to deal with the full rates. The only issue with shiny Staryu is I'm gonna be really hard pressed to actually see it. Traded myself Meltan, but you need Mew to complete the Pokedex. I was very fortunate enough to have someone touch trade me Mew. You might be able to find someone to do it on like forums and something. The main issue I know people are gonna have is since Mew is $50 fucking that people are gonna be really untrustworthy with it. I'm fortunate enough to have very trusting viewers and also to be streaming it, so I could never get away with it. But it's also not like I would want Mew that bad anyway. Because I've already got Mew and Go, I can just, I could do the Mew trick in red and blue whenever I want one. I just wouldn't have it in here. I'm gonna make Funny Dog throw up. The tentacles are swimming very peacefully. They feel nice. So all my Go players, how's everyone feeling about Rhyhorn Community Day? All in all, that probably was the best choice for it. I am excited to see what Rock Wrecker becomes. I was still hoping for Dragonite Day solely so I could get my third shiny Dratini and finish up the family. At least Staryu is much easier to chain. This is way easier. Nope. Actually getting it to stay in the ball is a different story. And away we go. Yeah, I saved good Rhyperiors because I always thought that a Rock Wrecker Day would eventually come. But whatever. I'd rather punch Blue in the face or steal from the Pokemart. I don't know, I feel like both would be equally hard to get away with. Blue's like a celebrity in this game. So it's, would you rather get arrested for assault or theft? So which one's going to give you the most jail time here? Imagine just treading water and circling in 4 directions all day. Couldn't be me. I wonder if there's a better place to shiny hunt in these waters. I think maybe near Cinnabar was pretty good. But I don't know for sure. This one I haven't studied up very much. God, a Tentacruel's coming right at me. That's threatening. Imagine just sitting on a surfboard, you saw that motherfucker coming at you. It's near Cinnabar. Gotcha. Well, that just means we can fly back to Pallet Town. It is kind of nice to just Because usually I don't go around the world and hunt down Pokemon at this point in the game. So it is kind of cool just to be able to. Not being limited by badges does make this experience a lot more fun. It's like going on a world tour before settling down and actually doing what the game wants of you. Alright, well, let's see skim it on over. Or rather, sky dash it back to Pallet Town. We're back home, now to burn it all to the ground. Do you think maybe we could see Tangelas in that grass? Does Tangela still pop up in that grass, or is it just going to be these guys? It's probably a rare spawn. Look at that, a big Staryu. Shiny Staryu looks cool in Crystal. I don't think I've actually seen it 2nd Gen Shiny. I should still have the Bulbapedia article up, though, so... I do! Nice. That is very nice. Weirdly, I think I like it the best in 3D. That doesn't ever happen. What did I see like one time? It was... This has nothing to do with anything that we were just talking about, but it's like one post where like someone meant to say like, "Damn girl, that booty be poppin'," but they wrote, "Damn girl, that booty be poopin'," and then he immediately responded back with, "Poppin', poppin', I meant poppin'." People have already uploaded it. It kind of looks like Toy Story's cloud background. The next time we'll get to see it is with Noibat and Noivern, since they have Flying as their primary types, and then I don't think we get to see it again until Rookidee, Corvisquire, and Cramorant. I forgot I'm gonna have to grind up a lot of these first stages to do Master Trainers. That doesn't sound fun. What are the chances that I'm gonna be able to beat her with Melmetal here? We're gonna try it. I feel like saying Roger Roger, you'd get away with it more. Machoke, huh? Really thought she was gonna come at me with water types around here. Well, who knows? Maybe I could use Acid Armor and we'll be fine. Not the worst idea. How would I reboot an old franchise? I probably wouldn't. I don't have any good ideas for a reboot of an old thing. I'd have to think about that. Well, that was working. But now I've got Flamethrower, so eat shit! Jinx, huh? We would have been just fine if we sent Melmetal out on Jinx. That Flamethrower ought to do just fine. But, like, an idea for a reboot that would actually happen, or just, like, my dream reboot? Because my dream reboot would be Call of Duty Medieval Warfare. Kangaskhan. Korngaskin. Yeah, it would probably be Call of Duty Medieval Warfare. It would be the only one I would really want. Or, like, Depression Quest X Qbert, I think would be fun. Family Guy HD. Hey, that's what I was hoping for. Coverage. We can give that to something like Kangaskhan and have something else to handle Lance. God damn. There we go. It'd be like Family Guy, but like realistic. But not even like with like real actors or anything. I mean like CG that just happens to look really, really realistic. Kind of like a Disney reboot, like The Lion King, but with Family Guy. I think that would be horrifying, but also very fun. I don't know what I would do with it, though. Like, is it just, like, the shock of having Family Guy look that realistic? Like, is that what... Because that would only be good for an episode. You'd have to, like, do something else with the concept. Like, you'd have to make it, like, somehow gritty. But Family Guy is already kind of gritty. So, I don't know. You probably couldn't do anything good with Family Guy HD. I mean, maybe this might be a hot take, but I didn't think Cats was all that bad. It might just be because people were like, oh, it's a crime against God. It's the worst thing that's happened. But once you get over just how odd it looks, which takes like 15 minutes, the shock value wears off very quickly. It just becomes a weird musical. And I can at least say I was thoroughly entertained during it. Like, I wasn't bored until, like, the end, where, like, the last tiny little song maybe goes on a minute longer than I think it should. But, I was entertained throughout the entire thing, and we got a couple good laughs out of it. Plus, me and Casey just quoted a couple of the songs for days afterwards, so... So what I'm saying is Cats maybe kind of has a bad rap. Specifically the 2019 version. At the very worst, it's just okay. I don't think it's as soul-rending as people think. I think the people that think Cats is like the worst thing they've ever seen are just people that... And this is not like a dig at them. I'm going to say people that maybe aren't as online as the rest of us. I see weirder shit than Cats on a daily basis. And I'm not at all faulting anyone for not being as online as me in that regard. That would be a really weird thing to be proud of. But I think the people that are that shocked by Cats just don't see a bunch of whack, crazy shit online as often as, like, maybe the rest of us do. And that's another thing. It's like, enjoy a weird experience while you have it. I don't think anything like Cats... I'm not even going to say that it could never happen, because A, it did. I'm pretty sure it could happen again if anyone with enough money decides to just throw their clout into a weird project. And I mean, that's another thing, too. Like, Cats has infinitely more love put into it than The Lion King HD. I would rather have just a weird fucking idea than just movie I've seen before looking photorealistic. I don't like that shit in my games. Like, why would I want it in my movies? Because as much as a film major as I am, I have enough trouble sitting through a movie to begin with. If you're gonna, make me sit through 2 hours of something, they better be a great 2 hours. I feel like I had this conversation on this stream a lot. Though, you know what I saw? On Sunday, I went to see 1917 with my dad, and that was a really good movie. I haven't gone to a was gonna say I haven't seen many war movies, but me and Dad saw Dunkirk in 2017 as well. Uh, both were very good. If you're even vaguely into war movies, I think you would like 1917. If you liked Dunkirk, I think you'll like 1917. Is my very limited view on it. Because I mean that's the thing with like the Lion King thing is Disney has the money to put into pretty much anything, but they know they're not going to put that level of work into something that isn't proven to sell like gangbusters. And I think only Lion King was going to be able to make back that kind of money. Oh, we can restore Kabuto. We can sit here and shiny hunt for Kabuto, except no, we're not, because we're going to break the Staryu catch chain, and I don't want that. I'd be very interested to see what Michael Bay would do with Detective Pikachu, though. I still need to actually sit down and watch Detective Pikachu. I got in trouble for pirating it, and I still haven't actually watched it. You could just use some baby wipes or some bleach, comes right off. You good? Bud, go to sleep. I have a rest TM, maybe you can make use of that. Viewers sleep, it's good for you. Yeah, I heard the story was a little weird, but I'm not really interested in the story. I do just kind of want to see pretty Poke. I know I just sat there blasting the Lion King for doing that, but I do just kind of want to see pretty Pokemon. We're not shiny hunting the fossils, they're too easy to get and go. Hey, Doggo. Well, we got our shiny Magnemite very quickly. So now we're just building up the chain for Staryu, and then we'll try to collect that, I guess. Party, and you can party, join us. Alright, let's drop Gloom for now, because that one could just evolve with Leaf Stone. And let's get Kabuto in, so we can make that mother into a Kabutops. Are you still at Flame Hyanard? I fucking hated... Flame Hyanard, I think, was one of the points where I threw my controller on the ground. Brave, that's a really... It's a whatever nature. I guess I would care less about it when it could have Swift Swim, but... Gonna go see Sonic in theaters. I don't want to support them after none of the animators are gonna make any more money off of that, and knowing how hard they got crunched for that, I don't want to give the Sonic movie any of my money. I'll pirate it if I really want to see it, but I didn't care much about it to begin with. Whoa, a fucking Labra! Jesus, look at how fast that thing is going! That's scary. Whoa, that thing's swimming fast too! Why are all the rare Pokemon out to play? I don't think any Staryus, though. It's a lot of Lapras. There's another Magikarp. I'm guessing these are the Sea Foams. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Yeah, weird. I thought I'd see more... I was concerned that Lapras was going to be rare, but I see that their population is bounced back just fine. What did I hit? Well, no star use. That's unfortunate. I gotta see where the best place to shiny hunt it would be. But right here, they were at least pretty common, so we'll just go back to doing that. Look at how pretty the water is. Remember that guy who would like buy games and post about how pretty the water was on Miiverse? Remember Miiverse? I feel like it's the question I should probably be asking. In 2014, I spent so much time on the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate Miiverse. Like, I would spend like a legitimate amount of time just sitting there talking with people about it. I loved Miiverse. I think it was really fun. I did get one post banned. Like, when I had Splatoon, I put on like an outfit that made me look like a kind of like a southerner. I had like flannel. I had like a hat on or something. When I posted it with like a big sniper rifle, and I was like, "Look, guys, I'm a Republican," and it got taken down really quickly. Well, the 3DS eventually got Miiverse, and I was really bummed that no one got a Devil Survivor overclocked Miiverse page, and only Europe got a Soul Hackers one. I just think it was really funny how quickly they, Dude, I was so hyped for 4 Ultimate, and I dumped. 2014 was such a good year for gaming. It was a very not good year personally, but between Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Undertale, and I played a lot of good games that year. I had so much fun with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. And I remember being super hyped for it in general, because I was playing like 3 Ultimate and like looking at the like the wiki for like the new monsters. I'm like, whoa, Dara Amajura, that thing's gonna be cool. And it came over as Dara Amajura, and I'm like, cool, I finally get to fight that thing. And I was super into 3 Ultimate. So it was like, knowing that a lot of like returning mons were gonna be there, I was like, whoa, I get to fight Ukanlos and a Cantor for the first time. Very excited. It was also the year I got really, really into JoJo. Oh, glad the thing wasn't shiny. Is that? Holy crap! Okay, it's not coming. That wasn't even, like, that was close to full odds. We didn't get the full 31 chain. Damn, 2 in 1 stream! This thing might have beaten Zubat's record. I didn't even get a full chain on this thing. Holy fuck, dude! Awesome! That's the best luck I've had. Hello, Red Ninja Gamer. You caught me at a good time. I just caught a shiny Staryu that I wasn't even finished getting the chain for. Cool, I guess I don't need to worry about how to hunt it. You know, it's funny because I was thinking it's like, oh, this is probably going to have to take till next time. I'm just going to get the chain up and we'll probably just finish it next stream. And I was like, yeah, you know, we have all these new shinies. This series will last forever. And I just got 2 of them at once. Boy, when I don't save right away, it must freak people right the fuck out. Honestly, that's probably a bigger achievement than me getting Staryu, honestly. I didn't have a name for Staryu ready. I didn't figure we'd get it this fast. It's gentle. Is that a good nature? It's whatever. Make it work. Cool. Kenshiro. Fist of the North Star. That would be a good name for it. Couldn't it like be boring to name it Polar? Martin, I swear I wasn't trying to insult you. I was thinking of that name because I thought it's a big white star. Uh, looks like we got a couple people for Kenshiro. I guess that'll work. I didn't have anything funny to name it, so. Cool. Omaiwa. Can I read my last comment? I want that game for my birthday. What, let's go, Eevee? It's fun if you want a shiny hunt. As a standard game, I'm not, like, wild about it, but if you just, uh-oh. Not what I meant to do. Thank God it had a warning, or else I would have lost that. I would have just reloaded a save, but... well, shit, I don't even know what else I want to hunt. I usually take time to think about these things. I don't know, what if I walk in here in the first Electabuzz? Well, I already have an Electric type. What if I just walked in here and the first Ponyta I saw was shiny? This Electron here is pretty similar to, the power plant. Shiny Hunt Mewtwo? No. Magmar's kind of ugly. Or it's pink, it's fine. I actually, well no, I've got Eradicate. We could shiny hunt Lapras. I don't have one of those in Go. You want to shiny hunt Lapras? I like Magmar, I just don't... I'm not too pressed about it shiny. No, wait. I know what the next that we're gonna hunt is. Never mind. Yeah, I think the 4th stage is the earliest you can unlock X. It's just by that time you've already put so much into Axel and Zero that there's no real point in using it. Alright, let's go Pikachu. Well, you can do Mega Evolution in this game as well. But if you're a Pikachu fan, I'd say go for Pikachu. You're probably going to get more out of it if you play Pokemon Go as well, just so you can, you know, maybe get some things from that you can't get in Pikachu, like Bellsprout and all that. Okay, I had too good luck with this, so I'm sure that the next hunt is going to be just an absolute, like, pain. I don't know why I keep coming out here and then going right into here. I always feel like I need to heal every time I fly somewhere. Whereas I'm going to need more Great Balls. Time for plat progression? Maybe next time. The plot's really fucking boring in this game, so mostly if I can, I just want to stick to shiny hunting for as long as I can. But I do have one more thing that I definitely want to hunt, so we'll at least start this out. Doggo, were you here for the shiny Staryu that we just caught? Shiny Staryu was my best luck in this one, bar none. In fact, I'm willing to go so far and to say that one it's definitely not full odds, but it's definitely the closest thing to a full odds we had here. Is he doing something to this kid? Yes. Oh, come on, I'm right there. Look at all the shinies I have, give me. How do I screen record? I use an Elgato capture card. It's about $150 on Amazon, and I connect it to my laptop. And then I use the OBS screen recording program to go from there. I mostly just need to clear out... Maybe I can... Yes. If I can just save these for my actual team, I think I'll be happier. You left in the middle of its naming. We ended up naming it Kenshiro because I didn't have another good name ready, so I figured Fist of the North Star is good. Yokai Watch did a parody of, like, everything. It did I remember they pulled out a JoJo pose on it, and I remember being, like, really excited because that was during the peak of my JoJo craze. Boy, there's a lot of trainers. Kind of might just fight these guys off. Actually, I don't actually know where the thing I want here. Ride Pokemon in Sword and Shield would be cool. I think I'd appreciate it a lot more if you could ride stuff in there. Okay. Let me pull up this to make sure I'm actually in the right route, because I might not be. Phone is freaking out. Misspelled this one's name. What do you think of Shadowside? I don't know anything about it besides the designs they're using for Yokai Watch 4, and I think they're very, very ugly. I am not at all excited for Yokai Watch 4 because of it. Alright, so what we need is on Route 23. Am I on Route 23? Why is it doing that? Eevee, come on, you're making me look like a fool on stream. This is not Route 23. Where is Route 23? I have to go this far for it? Well, I do have enough badges that if I can get to a patch of grass, I'll be happy. Weird how they make you wait this long for it then, if you didn't know that you could just go here right now. Hey, old man. I was hoping he might give me cool items, because this game already gives you so much to work with. I hope the 4 badges I have will let me get far enough. I don't want to have to get an extra badge. Golden Nanabs, huh? Shit. Could use those and go. No, I can't get far enough. I can see Skim, but I can't get to the Pokemon I want. Can I get... Is there a patch of grass, like, right there? Do I really need to get that many badges? Why lock execute this far into the game? Weird. That's unfortunate. I guess we won't be shiny hunting that. I guess next time we do just need to focus on advancing the plot a bit. Oh well. We got Staryu to cover that itch. That psychic itch. I think that was the only reason I really wanted it. Look at me on my silly little Charizard. Still don't know why I'm trying to go heal. And let's see. Let's get the team back together. Remove from party. Remove from party. Remove from party. We can get these guys up next time. Funny dog. Ava. Adequate. Yeah, we got Shiny Staryu. I guess we can add Kenshiro to the team. Give that a few times to shine. BDSM, Battler. Looks like we have to choose. I mean, it's getting to the point where we kind of just have to keep choosing in between the two for a while. We just don't have that many mons to do. So I'm going to bring Battler for now. Because we do have our poison covered. No, we're going to bring BDSM. I actually feel like Staryu kind of covers Battler's niche of handling poison and flying types. So we can just leave that one behind. So the one last thing I want to check before we start moving on to the plot is Starmie's Learn set. I want to know if it's fine if we just evolve it now, or if we need, or if we should wait until if we should wait to fucking do the thing. Let's see. Okay, so we'll see, because it doesn't look like it learns anything else, so I want to see if Staryu learns anything else really fun before I commit. Because if it's already got everything that it's really going to need, I won't care, but... Alright, the next... It's only going to learn two more things, being Recover and Hydro Pump. So... Bubble Beam... I mean, I can teach it Scald, so then it's got Scald, Confuse Ray, and Psychic. And then I could probably, like, get around to teaching it Ice Beam or something. I think we can straight up evolve this and be fine. I don't really care about Hydro Pump. Never did. Funny Dog is not compatible, don't you lie to me. The only issue with that is I vastly prefer Shiny Staryu over Starmie. Starmie is pretty, but I do prefer the white. Who knows, maybe I'll just catch a second Shiny Starmie. No, that'll take forever. We're not gonna do that. We can't get that lucky that often. Okay, so most importantly, we're going to take Kenshiro out of its Pokeball because of what I've heard. Staryu is definitely better. But what I've heard is that we can ride it! That is an awful noise. I'm gonna go into this here. Let's disturb this old man. Alright, we've disturbed this old man enough. Okay, let's get Eevee out in front. Is your problem? You know what? I'm glad this hunt went as good as it did because it was such a pain getting that Magnemite up to full. Like the full 31. Cool. This is fun. Charizard might be faster, but this definitely has an allure to it. We could shiny hunt horses here. No, I say we're going to spend the next stream advancing the plot. Because for right now, I feel like 2 shinies for 1 stream, probably good enough. So I'm going to call it for now. It's been about 3 hours. I think now's a good time. So thank you so very much for joining me. I'm super stoked that we got 2 in 1 stream. I didn't think that was at all possible, but lo and behold. So what we're going to be doing now, in the Discord, if you saw, it says I'm adjusting the stream schedule. So Let's Go Eevee will be on Saturdays now, and Starfy will be on Thursdays. Now, I don't know if this means if I'm going to be doing Starfy tomorrow as well, but we're definitely doing Let's Go Eevee on Saturday. So I think that'll be cool. So regardless, we'll get back to this on Saturday. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week, be it school, work, what have you. Thank you so very much for joining me. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and take care. There was a schedule. It was mostly Wednesdays and Saturdays. Though sometimes I got pushed back to Thursdays, or sometimes I got pushed back to Fridays based on how I was feeling. I took a nap today very specifically so it would be ready for this stream. But regardless, catch you guys on Saturday, and take care.